Papua New Guinea, and welcome to another episode of Business PNG. Now, the Prime Minister and other delegates were in the East Sepik Province recently for the launch of the Sepik Chicken Grain and Cocoa Innovation Project, as well as other fundamental projects based in the Yangoru Saussia district. With a footprint of 6,000 hectares, the project is a joint venture between Kumul Consolidated Holdings and Innovative Agro Industry Limited, an affiliate of the Israeli LR Group. The project is located in the Urimo plains in the Yangoru Saussia district. The Department of Trade, Commerce and Industry has been investing significantly in the area to build infrastructure to enable large-scale agricultural investments to be made in the area by investing in electricity, a water treatment plant and roads.
This project and by Minosem, apart from cocoa, chicken, eggs, cassava, Nakon will become the new commercial industries Lo Sepik. Our farmers who are in Najab, or Lugadim, chicken, Salon, and vegetable birds, will finally find a reason to return home and look after chicken in this place. This project is like no other chicken project, because we will, for the first time in this country's history, with our expertise, now management of our Australian friends, we will produce chicken feed right here in East Sepik Province for the nation. By me stop importing millions and millions of feed imports you miss in Australia. You blow Sepik Sinolo here, you blow by producing feed. After 40 years of import long Australia, we are going to produce a feed for this nation. It's a very big step. And I'm extremely proud, and by contribution to Yangoru Sepik, all our farmers, all our people. This is a project by me, all farmers, by spread throughout Maprik. We have district, Angorum district, and Bolaim the look at chicken Nakam Salim. Because by got hatchery lo here, na deo chicks by Blabaim lo here, na look out. In addition, because you be producing feed, the price of chicken will be much cheaper here than anywhere else in the country. Now, chicken from Sepik by me start exporting to other provinces and hopefully to West Papua as well.
The Sepik Chicken Grain and Cocoa Innovation Project is a 100 million kina investment, majority owned by Kumul Consolidated Holdings and to be managed by Innovative Agriculture Holdings. The project is intended to produce eggs and poultry for the local market and stock feed from locally grown materials, and will include a 6,000 hectare cocoa plantation.
Third project lo where and by now you may replacing some import where you miss a caramel grain in the country. You miss spend him hundreds and hundreds of millions of kina. Lo feed him online blow you the country blow you there's like one blow project that's all but changing. Agriculture is where the future blow Papua New Guinea start. Miss Away also Richard Maru. One time all Narbla leaders blow province blow you workload change in Mississippi. Just like the rest of our country. For the first time in our history, we are shifting money from Waigani and Port Moresby to the districts where the people are.
IAI is a PNG company affiliated with Israel's LR Group, a leading project development company that has been active worldwide since 1986. The group has completed over 400 profitable projects in Africa, Asia, Europe, Oceania and South America in several fields including agriculture and agro-industry. Innovative agro-industries started in 2011 and have been operational for over 5 years, from which they established 3 successful projects: the Port Moresby 9-mile fresh produce farm, the Nucleus farm in Hela supplying eggs and fresh produce, the broiler farm in Tari, and other projects in the pipeline such as the Urimo dairy farm and now the Sepik Plains project. Business PNG had a chat with Chairman and Director Ilan Weiss as he discussed the new project.
The arable land and the availability of the land is amazing. It's amazing. Agriculturally, I mean, the potential for agriculture in the Sepik. Sometimes when you walk around the Sepik Plains, you wonder why it hasn't been tapped into much earlier than now. The project, again, it's a poultry project. But again, stock feed and growing stock feed, not only for the Sepik, but also for other provinces, will be a main focus of this. The other strategic crop that we are doing around the world, and it will start in PNG here in the Sepik, is cocoa. Now, cocoa is a very stable commodity. Unlike oil, gas, and others, cocoa retained its price in the last year. And the forecast is that prices will be much better. The Chinese and the Indians started eating chocolate. And when the Chinese start eating chocolate, it means that there's a lot of cocoa demand going to come up soon. So cocoa is something that we are heavily invested in. The way we do cocoa is high intensive. We do it with drip irrigation, we do it with fertilizers. The current average in PNG is about 500 to 600 kilos for 1 hectare. In South America, in our plantations, we do 3 tons. We do 5 times more. And it's a commodity. The more you can take out of the land, the more money you can make, the more it's sustainable. Again, this is also an agro operation, because the same techniques that we're using in the nucleus farm will be introduced to the outgrowers. The same seeds, fertilizers, hybrids, clones, and they'll enjoy the innovation that comes with it.
The project will encourage and engage outgrowers while providing training and seedlings to the local communities. Innovative agro-industry also hopes to tie in the local research institutes for a larger scale involvement.
We're trying to introduce that sort of model of operation also in PNG with the universities, the whole Department of Agriculture, NARI, the Cocoa Board obviously is now on board, and everybody knows that it's an opportunity to actually take this industry, which can be a very important industry for PNG. It can be a lot of the foreign reserve things that we're talking about now could actually be sold through agriculture. If you export, it means that you're getting dollars, yens, euros, whatever. They're all parked at central bank. We use them, we translate them to kina. We need kinas. We don't need them as US dollars, okay? So, first of all, by replacing imports, you reduce the queues to foreign reserves, okay? Because if you're not importing, it means that the importers are not exchanging kinas for dollars. One. The other way to relieve the stress of foreign currency reserve, is to export. That's the way you get foreign currency. Now, oil and gas are all good and well, but you need to diversify also to other sectors so you have a more balanced economy, and we are part of that.
Welcome back. Amongst the challenges of doing business in the country, there are some striving entrepreneurs who aim to succeed and propel their business from strength to strength. In this Entrepreneur Engaged segment, we feature the premium funeral shop in Wewak and in the greater East Sepik Province. We present Family Tree.
Patricia Savinia Failau. I put this name Family Tree because this business, it's a unique business. Most people don't like to do it. So why I put family tree, I want to engage my own family to come and work with me. If they do things wrong, I can get on them and they will never think of what I am telling them not to do it. What I am telling them, you can do this and do that. I must tell them in a way that they must not get hurt. They can get hurt for a while, but they must come back to me and work with me. Family tree is like, because there are certain things that I don't want people from outside to come and see it. They might copyright on what I am doing. That's why I engage my family to work with me, because nowadays business is all about copyright. I started this business through a dream. I believe that in life, when you want to start something, you have to start slowly, start small, and then you build up to become somebody. I thank God, first of all, that for me to start this business, it was not easy. Way back in 2012, when I was living at Maru, I went into floriculture business, and I met a friend from Philippines. She taught me how to make funeral wreaths with the flowers. Gradually, I was going into doing the funeral wreaths, and then I decided to come and operate in WeWork. Because when I see people are doing the same business like Ayakas, restaurant, and so many that you can name it, but into funeral, maybe they are scared, or maybe that's not their interest, I wouldn't know. But when I saw that dream, I want the dream to become reality. That's why I came. I was looking for a space, but when I came to Commerce, I asked the department if they can allow me a space. So this is a promotion center that I'm operating this business right now. I was so happy that I was given a space. I started only with 4 coffins with a 32 wreaths. Those wreaths, I started them at Maru. So I brought the frame and I was doing them, and I was like putting them up with the 4 coffins. So as you can see here from the 4 coffins, like I've said earlier on, I started slowly, small, and gradually I came up like this. I left, because of the interest I have, I left my country to Philippines with that girlfriend of mine that taught me how to do the funeral wreaths. I went there purposely because I want to go and see it myself, how they do how they operate, because I had a already bigger plan that from the funeral shop, I want to start a funeral home. So when I left, there were some of my friends that owned the small funeral homes at Philippines. So I just went to look around to get some innovative ideas, some creative ways of doing it. So it just made me that I feel a personal touch of myself that I have to come and do it. If I don't do it, there are so many people from outside, like foreigners. If they have money, they can come and they can just grab it and they can do it. So someone has to do it. So like when I saw those things, it was like, it was enough for me. I satisfied myself. So I gained some knowledge there, little bit of hands-on, little bit of see and do. So right now, at this stage, I am planning to build a funeral home now. I don't have that kind of money to build a funeral home. It's not easy. But I'm seeking some financial assistance from some politicians if they can help assist. And that funeral home, I have my proposal here, planned to build a funeral home, and that cost me 7.8 million. I don't have that kind of money to build. So I have already made that proposal, and I've already given out to some of the MPs and some to the national planning. And, I have to wait. But to start, I will have to have my own seed capital, because I don't want to heavily depend on government to help me. You want to start something, you must make it as your business to have some money as a seed capital to start, and then government will come in. So I'm looking for a prime area, a location that I can set up this business so that it will help cater for Sundown, Medang, and even East Sepik. I have observed so many things about funeral that most politicians, most public servants, the business people, they want their deceased, their loved ones to be treated the best. They have spent so much money to send the body away to Port Moresby. And when observing that, I decided that someone has to build funeral home. So it is my dream that I want the funeral home to become reality, and I want to build it myself, a home in my province. As you can see, that these coffins and caskets, there is none in Papua New Guinea. It's only in Sepik. They are also treated. We provide the cosmetics, and the relatives of the deceased, they don't go and look for, small thing like cysts. When the body is wrapped and when it is in the morgue, their hair is not normal, so they need a cyst. A small thing like cysts they used to forget to buy. So I make it as my business to provide those small things. All the coffins are built here, but the materials I order them from outside of the country. Because it's business, I don't want to mention where I, get these materials, because I don't want to expose everything. Business, there must always be a secret. So there are certain things that I don't tell through the media or tell any other people, but I kept it secret as, it's mine. So only the coffin makers are building the coffins here, but the materials, I get them from outside, which means that I get them from the overseas.
Oh,
Rose
you look nice.
Purple rose. Okay, this one here, card here. It's written, it's a small card. It's written, rest in peace. So this one is a casket flower. It's like casket flower here. Okay. Nah, it's like card here. Time of money come. Write him lick tok tok na. Underneath him, rest in peace na. Diyan na put him from side. Must explain long like you, because sometimes big people, they want to come and buy casket bridge, casket flowers. So also give them the card, small wordings. Then from side, this is a cup holder. Let him go inside like this, and then you put him go inside. Now, Karam go. That's it. This business, like I have said, most people don't want to do it. But from the experience of sending the body away to Port Moresby, I would suggest that it's best to have funeral homes in each province instead of sending the bodies away to Port Moresby. It's very costly and it's very, very expensive exercise. So if I can start a business in Wewak for funeral home to build, I would also, in our country, we have 21 provinces. I believe Goroka, they have one there, and Ley. How about the other provinces? It's a challenge to the other province to at least put up funeral homes, like I'm trying to put up now. So it's best that we should have, if we can have restaurant in all the provinces, why not we have funeral homes in all the provinces as well in Papua New Guinea?
And that's all from us tonight. For more business news, or if you'd like to watch this episode again, visit our URL at the bottom of the screen or follow us on Facebook or on Twitter. From myself and the rest of the Business PNG team, we wish you a very pleasant evening and see you next week.